Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Team Luke 1665 Gaming here. Back with another video. First off, before I say anything, I sincerely apologize that I did not do Week 5 NFL game picks. For those that follow my main Instagram account, um, I told y'all I would not be posting Week 5 game picks. I was taking a week off. And week 4 was an instant banger. I think I only lost two or three games on that on my YouTube one. And I believe now my new current record is, I believe, 33-15. Yeah, besides so 33-15 in my YouTube game picks. So yeah, we are gonna continue to build wins for this channel, and yeah, so we're just gonna get into week 6 game picks. I should be back the rest of the season. I'm unsure whether if I have to miss another week again, but I'll let you guys know. But anyways, we're gonna start off with the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. I have Kansas City winning this game by a final score of 31-13. Nothing special about this game one bit. We know the Broncos are a dumpster fire. It's not on Russell Wilson. I think it's the coaching staff and the player team. There is absolutely no heart in that team. There is no team chemistry, not one bit. I don't think the Broncos are there to win anymore. I think they're just, I don't know. But the Chiefs are in a whole different story because they're in a dynasty. They're in a Super Bowl run. But the Broncos, they're just a complete dumpster fire. They are just a complete mess. And yeah, it's not cool for them at all. The Raiders won against the Packers. Sorry about that. But back to this game. No. Yeah, the Broncos are just done for the season. They are just complete dumpster fire again for the second straight season. Think it's time for a full clean house, rebuild everything, just shut it down. But the Chiefs will win this game, I think, with a final score of 31-13. I know the game already started. I do not know the score currently, but yeah, I'll probably know eventually. But we're gonna get into the third and final London game of the season. Is the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. To be completely honest, I think this one right here is a low scoring game. I think this is gonna hit under. I think this game is gonna be, if I had a bet on it, I think I would take Baltimore here. I mean, Tennessee does own Baltimore, but I think the Titans are just regressing this year, and I don't think they're gonna win this game. Uh, because I just see Tennessee just not winning, and I think they're gonna struggle. I think they'll be in it to win, but they don't. It's not gonna be enough. I think the final score in this one's gonna be 21-12 in a low scoring battle, but the Ravens will pull it through. I think the Ravens are comfortable in these situations, and Baltimore is gonna get a win here and move to 4-2 and bounce back from that aggravating loss to the Steelers, and they will bounce back by beating Tennessee. Next game we have is the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. So I do not know who to take in this one. I'm likely going with. So here's the thing. I play in a pool, uh, and for my dad's work, but he's not retired. But we're playing this season because Impact's nice. And I would hit Atlanta in this one, but in this YouTube one, I'm going with Washington because I got no idea who's gonna win that game. I think Atlanta would because they have home field advantage and they're good playing at home, and Desmond Ritter's been undefeated at home. But I think for this one, I think Washington upsets Atlanta in an upset when Sam Howell bounced back from that irritating loss to the horrible Chicago Bears. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Washington will pull through with the win by the final score being 23-13. 21. Next up, we have is the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. I am going with Cincinnati here. People thinking Seattle's gonna win. This is a huge needy win for Cincinnati. If they lose, they're gonna fall to 2-4, and their season's even gonna be even in more trouble. I don't think their season's over if they lose, but they need to win this game badly because they have a bye next week, and if they end off 3-3 next week or after this game, they can be in a good spot because they can rest and then get ready to play two tough teams in the coming weeks. They have to go play San Francisco and host Buffalo in the coming weeks. And I think it's going to be a close fight, but I think Cincinnati is going to pull through by 3 points. I think it'll be a shootout. I'm going 29-26. Next up we have is the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am going with Jacksonville, but I think this one will be a close game. I think the Colts will put up points. You know, Jacksonville owns Indianapolis at Jacksonville. You know they do. They've always do this every year. They've always torched them. I think they're gonna win this game 24-17. And also I think it's gonna be a good fight for the Colts, but no Anthony Richardson for the next 4 games, so that hurts. But hey, you guys have Gardner Minshew. He's a good backup. He knows how to play ball. You have Gardner Minshew. He should have been starting in the first place. He should have started the whole season. I think you guys would have won some games either way if you had Richardson or Minshew. To be completely honest about Richardson, I thought y'all were not going to win much games if you had Richardson starting, but he did a solid job for y'all, if I'm going to be honest. But Gardner Minshew's there as a backup, and he's doing really good. He should be a starting quarterback, if I'm being honest. People can use him. Really. But I think they're gonna fall short here. I think they're gonna put up a fight, but it's gonna be short. I think the Jaguars will bounce back more, and they're gonna go to 4-2, and they're finally getting the gas on, and they're gonna continue their sweet season ahead. They win 24-17, and the next game we have, the game that I'm going to be likely watching, is my team, the Carolina Panthers, playing against the Miami Dolphins. And unfortunately, I'm blocking on the Dolphins this week as a Panthers fan. I want them to win. I want them to beat the Dolphins, but there's just no way we're going to beat Miami. I'm sorry. As a Panthers fan, I don't think we're going to beat this team one bit. I think we're going to get blown out for the second straight week. I think we're gonna lose by a final score of 47-16. I don't think we're gonna play any good football at all this week. I mean, we could score more points because the Dolphins' defense, if I'm being honest, it's not that great right now. They allowed 34 points to the Chargers, 17 to New England, 20 to Denver, 48 to Buffalo, and 16 to New York. But I think they're gonna allow 16. But as you know, right here, they've been allowing quite a few points. And also, I think we could score more. We'll probably score at least 20. Maybe not, but I think we have a chance to score 20. But we're not going to win this game at all. The Dolphins are just going to turn on their offense and put on the gas. And they're just going to wipe us out. This is the game that I'm going to be watching, though, because it's my team. But we're going to lose 47-16. Go Panthers. Have a great week. No, I'm just kidding. It's not over yet. But go Panthers, man. I hope we win. Next up we have is the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This is a tough one. Also in this game, I'm taking Chicago on my pool. But in this one, I'm taking Minnesota. I don't know who's going to win that one because these two teams suck. I'd say the Vikings should be better. Way better. 10 times better. But I'm going to go in Minnesota on this one by 2 points. If I'm being completely honest, Minnesota should win some of these games, but they didn't. They're just missing opportunities, and they need to tank the season because they're in a bad direction right now. But they have no Justin Jefferson, which blows their offense a whole lot. But you still have Jordan Addison and T.J. Hawkinson. and Kirk Cousins. But here's the thing: I think this offense is still gonna do great. I think it'll beat the Bears in this one, but I took the Bears on my pool because how the way they did play it. I think they're gonna still. I think they're gonna torch this Vikings defense, and if I'm being honest, I would take Chicago, but I don't know who. I can't trust either team right now. But I'm going with Minnesota to win by the final score of 24-22. It's gonna be a close fight, but it could go either way, and either one of these teams are gonna be 1-5 or 2-4. But I am hoping that Justin Fields and DJ Moore torch Minnesota because I have them on my fantasy team. Different leagues though, but I don't really care about fantasy as much. But I have a good spot in my record right now. But yeah, but I'm taking Minnesota to win. Close game, 24-22. And the next game we have is San Francisco at Cleveland. No Deshaun Watson for the second straight week. Or after their bye week, actually. But I think it's still going to be. I think the Niners are going to beat them by 2 scores. You know, Brock Purdy's going to be that guy. He will be. Brock Purdy's going to continue to play well. And I think they're going to shut down Cleveland. But I think he'll get sacked by Myles Garrett at least once, though. But besides that, I don't think this is going to be much of a game. I think the Niners are going to beat the Browns 30-17, and then when Deshaun Watson comes back, I think they should be ready to go again. Next up we have is the Saints and the Texans. This one's another tough one here, cause in this one, on my pool I'm going with Houston, but on this one I'm gonna go with New Orleans because I really don't know who's gonna win this game. I would lean more towards Houston because I think they have the better offense, but they could struggle. Their offense could struggle because they're facing a tough defense right there. They will. But if I'm being honest, I think they're going to put up points. CJ Stroud could throw his first interception because this team likely gets a turnover each and every game this season, really. But, yeah, I think this is going to be a really close game, a hard fought between these two teams, but I think the Saints are going to pull through 27-23. It's going to be a close fight. Next up we have is the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. This is my dad's team, the Raiders, but I know a lot of Raider fans, and personally I think the Raiders will beat New England in overtime, 20-14, low scoring game. Both offenses suck. But I think the Raiders will pull through, and they'll go to 3-3, and New England season's probably in the dump. And then they might consider firing Bill Belichick. He's a great head coach of all time, but you need to hit the reset button. You're gonna probably find out Mac Jones is not the answer, and they might need to move on. But Raiders win 20-14 in overtime, and I think they might make a change after this game. All right, next game we have is the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one's going to be really close too. But in this one, I think Detroit's going to pull through. I don't think Tampa Bay will win this game, but they're going to put up a fight against Detroit. Because its defense, it can be a little costly from time to time. But Detroit's offense is they're not going to beat Detroit's offense. It's just way better. It's better than Tampa Bay's, but it's going to be a real close fight between these two teams. I think it's going to be a good battle. I think it's going to be a heck of a kicking between these two teams. But I am going with Detroit, 28-27, and a great game. But Tampa Bay falls short. They're still in the division race. As they fall to 3-2, they could still be easily in it. But yeah. And the next game we have is, I believe, the Cardinals and the Rams. This could be honestly a close game because the Cardinals are somehow good at managing in these games with Jonathan Gannon somehow, but I don't think they're going to win. I think they're going to put up points and they're going to put up a fight. But I think the Rams are going to pull through 33-24. It's going to be a good fight, though. And then the Eagles and the Jets. Low scoring game. I think the Eagles pulled through by a few points. I think the Jets will be in it again, but I'm going with the Jets on my pool because this could be a trap game for Philly, but I don't think they're gonna fall for it. I think the Eagles win in a low-scoring affair, but it's gonna be a good battle between both defenses. I hope the Jets honestly beat Philly, but I like the Eagles too. Like, I like Jalen Hurts. It's gonna be a good battle between these two teams. And then the Sunday night game, Giants and Bills. I'm not watching it. We don't have to talk about it. It's gonna be 13-40. Not gonna be fun to watch. And then Cowboys and the Chargers. In this one, I'm going with the Chargers and my pool. But in this one, I am going with the Cowboys in a shootout game, 35-32. Back and forth. It's gonna be a firework battle. The Cowboys defense deals with issues yet again. But yeah, this is gonna be it for my game picks this week. Hope everyone has a great week. Stay safe, and let's win some games this week. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.